She let me know her presence was there. Cold spots, cold chill.
Who's that?
The hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
She said, whoa, whoa, who is the guy? He's wearing black, he's mean. Good to see you. Thank you. You're next. My ghost story began when I bought the Gaslight Inn and found out it was haunted. Come on down here, I saved you a seat, huh?
The place has a great history there. Used to be a John Dillinger hangout. You can actually see bullet holes in an old fireplace.
It's been a tavern on and off now for 100 years. It's a historical kind of speakeasy.
The parking lot of the Gaslight Inn backs up to an old cemetery. So you have all that energy with the cemetery there, so it's a little spooky.
There's 40 or 50,000 people buried there. Not everybody that's buried is probably a good person. Nobody goes in the basement. And especially my kitchen manager, Steve.
Just strange things happen down there.
I happened to be doing something that day, and Steve went down. And before, oh, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, Joe, help, I can't move. And so I run down there like maybe he fell or something hit him, and he just kind of stuck walking. He said, man, the pressure's so heavy, I need some help. And so I had to literally pull him to the stairs, and then we both went up, and it was gone. And he won't go back down now.
Just makes me feel weird. Spooks me out.
My husband and I went there for a special event with some friends where we got to look around the place. We went down into the basement. We were down there to shoot video. When you go down in the basement, you can feel heaviness. You can feel a different type of energy down there. Sad in a way, that it's a different world down there.
When I first saw the video, it was astonishing because then I really knew that there's proof.
I'm freezing to death right here. It's cold, that's for sure.
One of my friends is an intuitive, where she gets feelings and can pick up on emotions and energies from spirits.
That again.
Now they're using this thing.
We were down there looking back in the direction of one of the storage rooms, and we noticed what looked like a tall man looking back at us.
You can see the outline of his suit, his black lapels, you can see his white collar. So that reiterated my nervousness to go downstairs. I was in the Marine Corps 7 years, I teach martial arts, and it made me think about that there's a dimension out there, there's something out there. Of course you need to have an open mind if you're gonna believe in anything.
My friend had picked up on the name of John, who was the gentleman, and Heather, who was the little girl.
There's a little girl right there. See it on the left.
Yes,
See
that's
it?
what I was
See
saying.
it?
Heather?
She was kind of shy. She would poke her head in and out of one of the storage rooms, like she wanted to kind of talk to us, curious about us, but then would kind of jerk back a little bit.
Yeah, did you see that?
What she did?
She's popped in a shadow and just kind of like chewing away. Man, I'm freezing now. Goosebumps.
Heather,
See
is
her?
that you? Were you
It just
upstairs
popped
playing
in.
with us?
Do you see it?
I was taken back a little bit that there would be a little girl spirit there. We just started talking to her. You could tell that the energy in the room was a lot stronger and kind of electrified, if you would say.
Man, I'm freezing now.
I am
Goosebumps.
too.
As a mother of 4, Melissa seemed really drawn to the little girl.
She's probably 4 or 5 years old.
Would you like me to leave some for you?
It kind of was upsetting to think of a little girl who's there without her mother or her father, kind of trapped in this building.
You can see John appear, and then you can see Heather appear behind him. And then she disappears, and it almost seems like he's holding her back.
I believe that John is the dominant spirit that's present there.
You can tell he is the master of the basement.
I believe that he maybe holds the other spirits there.
It was astonishing because then I really knew that there's proof. We've got spirits here, and it just, wow, it just gave me a cold chill.
I'm thinking, okay, what would a little girl like? All little girls like dolls. So I went to go out and get her a doll.
That doll has been sat up. Next day it's laid down, then it's sat up again, and nobody goes in that room.
The next time that we went, it made me feel really good that the doll had actually moved. Really warms my heart to know that she's interacted with the doll and she realizes this is hers and something to give her comfort. When it was time to leave, I made my way back downstairs again by myself. I told Heather, I want to say goodbye. It's time for me to leave. And I want you to know, sweetheart, that I'll think about you and that you are in my prayers. And I appreciate you interacting with me and letting me know that you are here. And I thank you for that. When I saw the video that we took in the basement, I was kind of shocked, but I was also relieved that there was documentation and proof that, it wasn't all in my head, that she was there and that John was there. I had to kind of smile a little bit to myself because I did see in the video where she'd pop her head in a little bit and look back out. So it reaffirmed to me that she's a little shy but curious at the same time.
I always will believe that there'll be spirits and ghosts at the Gaslight, no matter if it got tore down and rebuilt, that they're there, and they're there to stay.
Knowing that Heather is there and that for whatever reason her spirit is trapped, it's a tragedy. I wish there was some way I could help her, reunite her with her family, to bring that peace or to somehow help her cross over. I wanted her to be happy.
I'm happy to own the Gaslight, but after all this, my eyes are wide open.